Hi everyone, it's Thursday again, so it's Jim again. We're talking about this week how we knew we were trans. Everybody else has posted their video pretty much apart from me, Chase. So you're kind of probably going to hear a lot of the same things, but mine is a lot more complicated than some of the other guys. So I'll start with the basic things that everybody else has said. You know, when I was a kid, I was very prominent to male things. I would play male games, I would play sports, action men. I would only have Barbies if I could cut their heads off. It was that kind of childhood, you know. I always thought I was a boy. I used to tell my mum to call me Ty. I wanted to be called Ty when I was a kid. I got really upset when I would play sports and people were like, "Oh, you throw like a girl." I'd be like, how dare they say that? Like, I would cry about it for hours. And yeah, that's kind of the basic stuff that everybody else sort of went through. But mine started in more detail when I was about 5. So the first thing to hit me was music. And I don't know if you can hear, but in the background I'm playing a song. And it's Red, White Swan by T-Rex. And this was the first thing to hit me as a child. This was the music that I really liked. But I didn't just like the music, I liked the front man of the group, Mark Bolan, who, this was 70s music, so like this was like 20 years before I was born. But my parents listened to it, and it was the first thing that really grasped me. And I loved him because of the fact that he wore women's clothes on stage. He used to wear high heels. He used to wear women's t-shirts, women's trousers. He never identified as anything but male, but he was the first person that made it acceptable for, he wasn't a cross-dresser, but to be androgynous, to be something other than the stereotype. He was the first person in British history to do that. I don't know what it's like for you in America, but he was the first guy, and he set that trend. So then Bowie came along, and Bowie started wearing makeup just as Mark Bolan did. He used to wear glitter under his eyes. Bowie went for the full theatrical kind of thing, and the skin-tight suits, but Mark Bolan was the first person to ever do that. And I really liked that when I was a kid. I didn't know why, but I really liked the fact that he could be a man and wear women's clothing, that he was a man in women's clothing. And that's kind of what I was for my entire life, and I really related to him and to his music because I was a man in women's clothing, and he was really effeminate, and he was really like, he wasn't gay or anything, he was just really like, unlike anything else in the world at that time period, and I really liked that. Yeah, so that was kind of how it developed through music before Elvis existed in my life, because, like I said, Elvis is Queen. But Mark Bolan, #1 Queen. And yeah, so it went from that, and I kind of, like I said, went through a childhood of being more boisterous. I have 2 sisters and a brother, so I didn't mind playing with my sisters, but whenever I did play with my sisters, we always played like mummies and daddies. I was always the daddy, always, never the mummy, or the baby boy. I never wanted to be the mummy or the daddy, or the mummy or the sisters, or the aunties or whatever. I always wanted to be the boys. We used to play Pocahontas a lot, and I would always be John Smith. I loved John Smith. I don't know why, just did. I'm just going to put my music back on because I feel really self-conscious talking without anything in the back. Okay, it's a record, so it took forever to get to the point that I wanted at. It's the same song, sorry, but I'm on an LP with 3 tracks, and this is the best track on it. So like I said, I went through a childhood of male-dominated things, and then I got to, like, puberty, and this is where mine gets complicated. So I have a condition called polycystic ovaries. It's where your body naturally produces more testosterone than it should, but I have an extreme case, so I wasn't diagnosed until about 3 years ago. And it basically means I have an extreme case, so I produce 30% more testosterone than cisgender polycystic woman would produce about 13% on average, I produce 30. That's 30% more than I should. So when I got to puberty, basically, my body was battling two puberties because it didn't know which puberty it was going through. It was like going absolutely crazy. So I went through half a male puberty and half a female puberty. Like, my sex and my downstairs is all female. But I started growing facial hair. I started having acne everywhere. I started getting hair everywhere, bearing in mind I was about 12 at the time. So I started going through the male stages first, and then obviously the chest came, and the body shape was different, and I started going through the female aspect, and then I started going through both of them at the same time, and my body was just like, what the hell is happening? Yeah, and that was basically what happened to me, and I started to feel really uncomfortable because my body was just like, whoa, this is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy, and my mind was like, help me, what is happening? And then, so at this time I didn't know what trans was, what trans meant, anything like that, and then, so yeah, I was going through this crazy mixed up puberty, and I didn't know I had it, or I was going through it, but it was happening, and I was so, like, enclosed in my own space. I didn't understand, like, I had the rage of a teenage boy, and the sassy attitude of a teenage girl, and it was messing me up so much, and it wasn't even the mental aspect, like, I was always like, you're a boy, 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 you're a boy. But my body was then starting to tell me that I was, and I was like, this is so confusing, what is happening? And then, yeah, so, music. And then, yeah, this is going to be a really long video, I'm sorry. So, I started to feel a real separation, anxiety, if you call it that, from myself, my body, everything that was happening to me. You know, I always got along with both males and females. I didn't care who I hung out with. I used to like hang out with the boys more. But like, when you go through the high school stage and then you try to be all girly and fabulous, I tried that. I was one of those guys. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I tried to be all girly and fabulous. And you know, I could get along with the girls. Like, my friends weren't the problem. Me was the problem. Like, I wasn't pretending to be friends with these people to fit in. I was just pretending to be the person that I was to fit in. So yeah, it was like really difficult for me because also my sexuality, I never identified as anything but straight while I was female. And I was like, I can't be a lesbian because I'm straight. I have like all the stereotypes of a lesbian, but I'm straight. I don't understand. And like I said, I was going through two crazy puberties at once. And I just didn't get it. I didn't get what was going on with my body. And then finally I finished my GCSEs. I'm getting to the point now. I finished my GCSEs and I was on some holidays and I was just, you know, like looking over YouTube and all the stuff you do casually, and I came across Alex Bertie, but one of his non-trans related videos, and I was like, this guy's really funny, I'm gonna subscribe. I subscribed to his channel, watched one of his videos, I think it was like explaining, oh no, it was a Q&A, a trans Q&A, and I was like, fuck, the fuck. And then I started to Google it more, and I was like, my life is suddenly coming to this one thing that I didn't even know existed. Basically I got to that point and I was like, shit. And then everything started to fall into place. As soon as I knew what that was, I was like, crap. And then it took me some time to sort of come to grips with it, and I'm still trying to come to grips with it now, because it is quite difficult. But the more I sort of settled into it, the more I was like, this is me, this is like no second guess. It's like, I can't believe I didn't even know this in the first place. And that's all there is to know about how I knew. So to sum that up, I've always been, you know, prominently male. I've always liked males. I went through some crazy teenage puberty that was like, bah. It was like, I don't know what's happening. My body was trying to tell me I was both at once, and my mind was trying to tell me that I was the boy. And that was it, really. Like, just as soon, I didn't know. This was kind of the story about how I found out. I didn't really know until I knew what it was, and then I was like, crap, smack in the face. But I could, like, that is how I found out what it was, and how I sort of accepted that that's what it was. So yeah, that was my story. Hope it wasn't too boring. I will probably edit most of this out because I think I just brain died again, like I did in my last video. So yeah, subscribe, like, comment on the comments below if you have polycystic as well, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only guy who had it growing up, but I don't think I know anyone who's had it as bad as I did. And yeah, so, you know, comment, let me know how you knew, if you are how you knew, or if you're non-binary, how you knew, or if you just want to tell me how you knew you were a person. Great. Happy Thursday. I will see you again next Thursday. Chase tomorrow, don't forget to check out Chase's video. I'm going back to Ethan again on Saturday. And yeah, have a nice day. This is Wednesday again. But I'm not going to go through that whole process, but this is Wednesday again, because I don't know why I chose Thursday, because Thursday apparently is my busiest day. But anyway, don't do anything stupid. And be safe. And I will see you next week.